Morning guys, I'm here at Yokohama station. It's raining outside, but before I go outside and check out this area, I've come to where they've got the map. And if you ever come to Tokyo, make sure you know where the safety evacuation areas are. As you know, Japan is prone to a lot of earthquakes and tsunamis, so they've built some safety evacuation maps to give people an idea of if you're here and there is a tsunami coming, make sure you go to the safety evacuation areas. So I recommend, if you do come to places in Japan, to make sure first you know where the safety evacuation areas are, because at any time there could be an earthquake, a tsunami, or a disaster, radiation leak, whatever. So these are very, very important and can help you out. So now we are heading to a digital gadget place here in Yokohama. It's not the biggest. I think it's just like a building that they have gadgets and bits and pieces. I need to go and update some of my gear and check it out. And I think later on in the week I'll head to Akihabara, which is the digital city of Tokyo and the biggest digital area where you can buy gadgets, cameras, computers, laptops, all sorts of stuff. Probably head there sometime during the week and do another vlog about that. But for now, let's head to the one in Yokohama. Alright guys, we have come to a digital center called Yodobashi Camera. We're going to check out some of the digital gadgets they've got in here and see what stuff they've got. I see they've got food. Alright, let us proceed. Shavers. Apple Watch gadgets. All right, let's go upstairs. Laptops in this one. Wow, gadgets after gadgets after gadgets. Leads. I wonder how much is like a basic phone charger here. Let's look for an iPhone charger. Samsung chargers. There goes the iPhone charger here. So it's about $32. Basic price. Hard drives. I like how they've got all the backlit lights. Really attracts people. Look at these. Japan is a leader in technology actually, but it's funny because Japan doesn't have their own phone brand. I think Sony are the only ones that have made a phone, the Xperia. But you've got countries like South Korea that have come up with the Samsung, America, iPhone, and China with the Huawei. Those are the most popular ones. But Japan, being a technological country, doesn't really have a phone that is like big. I'm quite surprised about that actually. Alright, so they've got the GoPro 8. Wonder when that's coming in. There's the GoPro 7. And they've got this, the GoPro Max, guys. GoPro Max is like their 360 camera. It's basically got two cameras, as you can see. 1, 2, and takes 360. And you can even like only use half of it, so it's like a normal GoPro camera. Otherwise you can have it as a 360 camera and you can do all the editing on the GoPro app, which is quite intuitive. And it's 5.6K So it's not only 4K, it's 5.6K, but only at 30 frames per second. If you know any of the jargon, I'm going to ask to see where and when the GoPro 8 comes out. I think at the end of the month it comes out in New Zealand. GoPro.
Already you can buy it.
Now? You can buy now?
Yes.
Ah, how much? How much?
This price, tax included.
55,000 yen. Where's GoPro 8? I want to look.
Okay, wait
8,
one please.
you can for me? Thank you. So basically, guys, it's around $700 to $800 for the GoPro 8. That's New Zealand prices. I've asked him if he can bring me the GoPro 8 and I'll try it out and see what it's like. If it's good, I'll grab it. Because I know it's not out in other countries at the moment, which is pretty weird because it's American made, so I'm not sure why it's not available in some of these other countries that are developed, but it's available here in Japan, which is weird. So this is the GoPro 8 standard settings. Let's see. You got all your different modes, slow-mo modes already in there. Looks like you got your own profiles as well. 2.7K super view. Alright, so we go to edit. Looks like you go to edit here. Okay, I'll change the view there. Normally I would go with you have a linear, wide. Oh, there we go, linear view. That's the view I normally vlog with. 60 soon even. Hyper smooth on. So there we go. We're walking around with it. It's pretty smooth. Let's run down the stairs with it. Nah, joking. Yeah, it's not bad actually. What do you reckon, guys? GoPro 8. No accessory?
Yes.
Only.
8.
And battery?
Yes, battery.
1, 2 battery? 3? 1. Oh, no 2? And the A7 III. Beautiful cameras these are. Oh. You just have to look at them, not touch them. G7X Mark III. The upgrade to my one. Looks mean. Whoa, that's awesome. Good vlogging camera, 4K vlogging camera, guys. I've got the G7X Mark II, but this 3 is a 4K one. But apparently it overheats quite a lot. Some of the features on here are way different, and the other good thing about it is you've got an external mic port now, so you can chuck an external mic on. But how can you actually put it on? Where do you put the mic? You have to hold the mic. They didn't build a shoe for it, so I think that's a bit of a downfall. Battery compartment still underneath, which can be a pain. You can still grip. Ports. This place is huge. What are these? Glasses. Optical glasses, maybe? For some reason. Now let's head on up to the next floor. Next floor is TV recorders, home theater, headphones, audio, musical. Alright. New Bose frames, sunglasses with the soundtrack. Let's try them. Wow, they got speakers up here and you can hear the sound when you put them on. Pretty cool. Could be the new vlogging glasses. They're quite loud as well. Sunglass speakers. Now that's cool. Can ride my motorbike with these glasses on. So a couple of things I noticed, guys, about the electronics here in Japan is that they are very expensive compared to other countries I've been to. Even back in New Zealand, it's cheaper back there buying electronics. And the reason why it's expensive here in Japan is because they limit the amount of imports of electronics and cheap electronics into Japan. So that's why the prices remain high. And you can imagine that a camera like GoPro 8 here is worth around 800 New Zealand dollars, but back in New Zealand it's $600. And so there are a lot of copied and lower end products that come into New Zealand, but here in Japan they pretty much eliminate that, and so that's why they're stuck with high-end brands, and you're stuck with the high prices here. So if you do intend to come and buy a camera here in Japan, I recommend to think twice about that. Better to buy a camera somewhere else. The other thing I noticed here in the supermarket is they play a Christmas song here. You know, like Christmas when you buy things, you buy gifts, but it's not even Christmas now. It's only October. So I think they're kind of subconsciously getting people to think about buying, and it's like walking around and you're listening to Christmas music, you're going, oh yes, Christmas, giving, buy. So I think it's a marketing ploy. It's pretty smart though. But you pick up all these little tricks that they do, even like where they place the escalators. So instead of having one escalator going up next to the one that's going down, you have to walk right around the other side of the store to get the one walking down. So you've got to walk past all the other places that are selling stuff. So it's pretty weird. Example, you're coming down here, you can't go down there. You've got to go walk around the store to go back down again. So all these little tricks of the stores that they have, it's pretty obvious, you know, for people like myself who are kind of used to looking at the obvious things, marketing that they have. But yeah, just giving you guys a little bit of an insight into like pricing of electronic goods here in Japan.